All right. Let me see if I can break this up. Let me break this little time up, okay? Let me see if I can break this up. All right, that would be beautiful. While I have like a couple minutes where I could actually talk, right? I could actually talk, right? So I have a couple minutes where I can actually talk. Okay, let's see how that goes. See if I can keep everything a little stable here. Amen. Okay, okay. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, okay, okay. All right, here we are. Here we are. So here we go. Um, let me say this. Welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Have a seat. Have a seat. Okay. Grab your drink. Do what you do. Oh my goodness. Grab your drink. Do what you do. Okay. All right. I wish I had a coffee. Maybe I should fix a coffee in between the next video. Okay. This is what I would like to say. This is what I would like to say. What I would like to share, and I want you to tap in, and I want you to really hear me. I want you to tap in, and I want you to really hear me. Okay? Hear this and know this. Hear this and know this. Okay? There is a little something I want to share. All right? Now, there has been plenty of things that has come about dealing with family. Uh-huh. Dealing with family, okay? And some things that occurred and this and that and this and that and this and that, okay? Now, I want you to be aware, that the people that were coming for me, and doing all these things to me in my life, they also would travel with me. So when I went to Louisiana, I would inform certain family members, actually all of them that I would visit, about these people stalking me. And I told them certain things, okay? All right? Now, I let them know things like, don't be trying to accept any new friends. Don't do this, don't do that, because something is going on and they're just, things are happening. And guess what? They heard me. They heard the things that I said. hmm they each of them heard me. Okay. Now, whatever they chose to do, if they chose to listen to crazy people that were already stalking me, people that I didn't know, and I lived a certain kind of life where I wasn't bothering anyone. And this is another thing, guys. I notice a lot of people, like, you say these things because I don't know if it makes you feel better or something, but you say that I have had a glow up. What do you think I was like before all of this? Before all of this, what do you think I was like? You say glow up. I say, and as a matter of fact, did you notice that when we finally got back in another space, did you notice that I didn't go shopping or anything, and I just start pulling my things out? I still have things packed. Oh God, I gotta get them out. Or however, um, did you notice that? Um, that reminds me, I do need to go through my clothes. Amen. I still need to do that. Okay, they're still packed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, did you notice that I started doing videos and I looked really beautiful and good? Yeah, because I was back in my own space with my own things. That's the only thing that's different that happened. What do you think I was like? Excuse me? What do you think that I was like? Yeah. Okay. So there was no glow up. There was just being able to get back into your, surrounded by your own things. That's it. Okay, I promise you. I promise you. So other than that, and maybe you're talking about something else. Okay, I don't know what that means. Glow up. No, I've always been me. I've been in people businesses and things that they've hired me for to come and do stuff. I've worked places and I've always truly been me. All right. I know. So I don't know if it makes you feel better. You say, oh my God, you've got to glow up. No, No, sorry. No, never was on anybody's drugs and alcohol or anything like that. I've always what been me. Do you get what I'm saying? Never had any addictions or anything like that. Do you get it? I want you to get it. All right, moving right along. So I want to make this make you guys aware of this, okay? So I've heard things about the family, and people say that the family did this and the family did that. I don't know what I don't know exactly what people did. I don't know exactly what people did. I don't know. Okay, but I do know that I warned people. I remember even warning my sister about people on her job. I warned her. I warned them about the mail lady that was coming to the house. I warned them about so many things, okay? Because I had seen so many things, okay? So naturally I was going to warn them, you know? I mentioned to family members about certain things is what I would have to say, okay? Now, let me help you understand something. And I really want you to hear what I'm saying, okay? When things ended, I've already said it before, but maybe it was on another channel and maybe you guys didn't get it. Things ended where that I wasn't living or dealing with family members, like living with them, okay? Living with them, meaning I'm going states apart from you, okay? We don't live in the same state anymore and things like that, okay? This is what this means. That was at a very early age when that ended. Do you see what I'm saying? So anything that you went for with lies and stuff, that was on you. And you shouldn't have been trying to dig behind a story on someone in the first place. You know, you have to actually go to the source. So anything that your heart feels some type of way about, that's really on you. So if a family member of mine or however lied to you about anything, you sit with that, because you should never go behind someone's back and ask them, their family, about a damn thing, especially when they live in a whole nother state, an entirely different life. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to learn how to take responsibility for what you've done, so you don't get mad at whoever for whatever. Okay? Now, I've heard of some very harsh things that supposedly have taken place. Okay? I mean, I've heard of it so much that that if it's real, that if someone's going to bring it to me and it's a true thing, my heart is ready. My heart is ready. My everything is ready, okay? But the other thing that I say of that, because of who I am, and what I believe in, okay? I believe that the Lord will take care of things, okay? I really do. I believe the Lord will take care of things. Okay? I'm so serious. Okay? I want to say, when I went through this whole thing that I went through a spell where I could not get my family on the phone, which was shocking because I used to talk to them all the time. Like, when I say all the time, I would talk to them like often. And then all of a sudden, boom, I couldn't get them on the phone. I'm like, whoa, I got certain people running after me and I can't even tell my family about it. What's going on? I did go through that. Now, here's the other part. Here's the other part. By me leaving my family at an early age, right? Okay. And living my own life somewhere else, which plenty of people do that, okay? But you got to be an idiot. I'm going to tell you the truth. To go behind someone and dig. They didn't apply for a job with you. They didn't apply for this with you. You have no right to go and interfere with someone's family about a thing. You don't go and interfere with anyone's family members about a thing, okay? So the only way that a person would do that is if they're up to no good. Because why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you come to me? Simple as that. You should have what? Come to me. Okay? But you weren't interested in coming to me, were you? There's all kinds of ways you can deal with a person. Okay? There's all kinds of ways that you can schedule something with a person, There's all kinds of ways. Like if I wanted to meet someone, there's all kinds of ways to get it done. Yes, there is. It's not hard. Uh-huh. But you have to be in a good space where you're trying to do what? The right thing. Right. Okay. Moving right along. Moving right along. When all of this stuff happened, the only thing that was different that I had a problem with is I have family members when they started blocking my money and things like that. And there are still things in the background of things that have been done to me. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That needs to be cleared. There are people that have done things to me in the background that needs to what be cleared. That I didn't deserve, and how dare they? Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go back through that again to see who all I have to deal with. This is really serious. It's not a joke. Okay, because anybody that blocked me or did anything to me, they had some type of involvement. And it's real. Uh-huh. Yes, because check this out. I had no credit card debt. None. Okay? Now people have a lot of debt and things like that. Me, none. None. If there's any loose bills on anything, it was like maybe it was a car note. A damn car note. Okay? No high debt on anything, no credit card, zero. Like when we were making it, people didn't know that was God. We had no credit cards. So there was no credit card debt. There is no credit card debt. So anybody that did credit cards or have credit cards come up in my name, those aren't mine. Did you hear that? Those aren't mine. So when we were going through it, people didn't know. And they was like, how they still doing this? Still doing? Yeah, that was nothing but God. That was nothing but God. Okay? So I'm saying right now, if there's any cards that come up, credit card debts and things like that, no, I don't think so. All right? Okay. Here's the other part. Zero credit card debt. Okay? Wow. So if I'm just saying, I got to go through some things, okay? Just to see what's going on, because it's not mine. No credit card debts, no money loans, no none of that. Nothing but what? That car note. So anything else that comes up is not mine. Yeah, this is real. Okay, let's talk about another thing I'm checking on. Life insurance policies. I would love to know who all put a life insurance policy in my name. Because I know of someone that illegally put one in my name, but I hope they had sense enough to screw it. You know why? They explained to me that if you do business with someone, you can put policies and, claim that, do a policy. Okay? And all policies are supposed to be done with direct family. You can do it in business as well. Like if you have a business partner, but and then the other way is the person needs to know that you're doing it, but it should be family. But the way people have did my identity and things like that, I want to know who all did a policy in my name. Yeah, with my social, all of that. Okay? Yeah. I want to know. And there's a way to know because it all comes from one bank of information. Yeah. Okay. I'll be figuring all of that out. Here it is. Here it is. That's all you have to do is call the right people. Yeah, you ain't got to know everything, but you got to know who to call. Yeah. So, they broke their neck to go and see my family members. So naturally, I'm sure that these crazy people went to try to make deals or do whatever. Okay? Now, anything that you've done where you signed up for something and you ran behind family or whoever that lied to you or whatever they've done, okay? Whatever they have done, that's on you. You should have never been going behind someone in the first place. You should never, any of that, okay? So some of the family members, there's some that I hadn't seen since 15 years old, 16 years old, or, you know what I'm saying? Or there's a lot of them where that I had moved. So we had moved, when I was 12 years old from that place to a whole nother state upstate, okay? Look, this is going to sound crazy. I really don't want to do this. Should I do it? Wow. I don't want to do it because I don't know how they're doing right now. Because I haven't followed up with them lately. My Instagram had gotten hacked, but and my Facebook and all that, they hacked all my systems, okay? But I was at least friends with him and his wife at the time, okay? But I'm gonna say it anyway. Let me tell you how deep this is. And in this world that we live in, you can live to and fro, but you don't know what's what, okay? Listen to this. I kid you not. I kid you not. When we moved upstate, when I was 12 years old, and we moved upstate, right? One of the people, and this is going to trip y'all out. I'm getting off it, but I'm going to get back on it, okay? This is one of the people, I promise you, that, and we would say, we prophesied to someone about something. Now listen to you. Listen to me. At this time, I'm only, like 13 years old? Maybe 13 years old, y'all. Listen. There were two young men, two young teens, right? And I'm standing there with my other teen, and I already knew that I had liked one of them a lot. Okay, I mean, I had that hide his mom and everything, and I just thought that I just knew these guys were hilarious. Okay, I've always had a thing for the comedians where my beautiful sisters have you screaming. People don't think the comedians enough. The men that have you screaming, you don't know. Comedians are amazing. Okay, they do so much for the mind and the soul. Y'all have no idea. If you don't tap in, you got to tap in. I mean, it could be a lot of people that have medical issues. If you just laugh more, that'll heal you. Okay, make a long story short, let me tell you, I should tell y'all all about my little weird things that I've had. But I'll be going off subject. But maybe we need a break in this. Okay, maybe I need a little break in this. So here it is. Let me make sure I say it right. At teens, okay, so I'm standing with someone. I know who the girl was. I don't want to say her name, okay? I had her as a friend thing, but things have happened. I just got rid of everybody for real. And then the two young men that were standing there, guess who one of the young men is or was? I'm sorry, not is, but was, okay? At the time. Someone, I think he used to do the opening or still does whatever he do in his own thing for Mike Epps. And maybe that's all I should say. A guy that used to do the opening for Mike Epps. Well, let me tell you what I told him on the grass that we were standing on in the field. I said, this is going to sound crazy. I'm young. I'm 13 years old. I said, this is going to sound really crazy. I promise you, this is going to sound really crazy. But I'm going to tell y'all, they were good. These two were great friends, okay? I said to him, so I liked his friend, okay? His friend, okay? Not the guy that I'm talking about that I know that is probably married and all of that, okay? Last time I checked, he was married and everything. But I told the other guy, I told both of them, I said, you guys, you don't know this? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Okay. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta keep up. I said, you're going to be a well-known comedian. Did you hear Did you hear the words that's coming out of my mouth? We were 13 years old. That was in New York. That was in New York, standing on the lawn, okay? I said, you are going to be a famous comedian. And actually, I said to both of them, I said, y'all are so good. You hear me? Because they would just have us laughing. And that's why I enjoyed seeing them, you know? Okay. So I was only like so many feet from my home, you know, where we were. So we both lived in the same area, the same place. But maybe their place was all the way over. You know what I'm saying? But yes. But guess what? Guess what? He turned out where he was opening. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know if he's, you know, I just seen Mike Epps and them recently here in Ohio. Okay. But I'm here to tell you, not like DC Fly, you know, they, you know, just seen them recently. Okay. But he was opening for Mike Epps. Okay. I said, Lord have mercy. Did you hear what I said? I was 13 years old. All the way in a whole nother state. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I would love to update and say exactly who, but I haven't looked them up or anything. You don't know what's going on. You know, I'm serious. There's a couple other things too. There was a couple other things too. Look. Y'all just don't know. That's probably why I got bolder the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Because I've met some people. Let me leave it and just come back too. Because I have some other people that I have actually seen, but actually seen, but didn't say anything to. Okay? I'm talking about in years and years ago. All right? Like actually seen. It's real. But I'll come back to you another time and talk about that. Okay? Let me get back to this family thing. Okay, so my thing is, everybody needs to just play their part and love each other properly, things like that. That's it, okay? And I've learned a lot. I've learned that there's so many things I do want to talk about other than just what I'm talking about right now. Because another thing I want to talk about is how people that don't like you, people don't like your mother, people don't like you, you got to watch yourself, because people come in your life and you think they got your best interest, but their agenda is to tear you down, and you don't even know what you're dealing with. And that's why they can't ever do anything. Like if they try to work hard to ruin you and your mother's relationship, okay? Because people will do that. And you keep dealing with them. The reason they'll never be actually solid with you and maybe help you in a way that they really can, or however, and sometimes it's not a help thing, but we're talking about when you're dealing with people that know things and they got it too. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. But they look over you. Yeah, they look over you. That's because they were never going to do anything right by you. You know, your mother did better with you than they did with their children. And there's things that you don't know. You know, that's why everybody, you should play your role, and the true thing is, you should never cross your parents. Don't cross them. You don't cross them, because people have you feeling like they care more for you. I care more for you. And you don't know these people really do have a problem with your already mother, you know, your father, you know, things like that. I mean, it's real. It's so many things I've learned, oh my God, that I've really been able to pay attention to. Simple as that. You know, so all of that is a trap. All of that is a trap. I'm just saying, a lot of people don't have them problems. You know, there's a lot of beautiful people that would never turn on their family and things like that. But then there's another side, it does happen. Okay? Now, here it is. Whatever was done, You should have been minding your business and not into other things. You look at, because I notice people saying they lied, they this, they no, but you shouldn't have been in it. You shouldn't have been in it. You should not have been a part of the lie. A lot of people, you dislike me so much, and many people didn't even know me, but you just jump on something. You know, I remember I was shopping in it's people just don't know. I have a great memory. I was shopping in one of the stores, the home stores. The home store. Come on, guys. One of the home stores I was shopping in, and I'm finally I'm looking. We're just shopping. I'm shopping, okay. And I run into this lady, and I said, "Oh, something." I said something about my mother, but I knew these are one of the people that was stalking me, following me from a church anyway. Okay. Yes, from a church, some church she went to. Her last name is a big, huge family here. Okay, last name is a big, huge family here, and she said, I said something about my mom would like something. It was something, and she said, I don't know what I said about my mom. She said, oh, well, that would be a good show. I'm like, what? That would be a good show. And so, are you looking for shows? Or you know what I mean? But she was one of the people that will be following. I don't know. But I remember her name. She had just gotten divorced. Went through a divorce. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, a lot of people were into a lot of things. And if you traveled back home with me, which you were with me, I seen it each time I went. What 3 times you guys were with me? Because that's the thing. Even though I don't live there, I would go back home and visit and check on my mother. Check on everybody. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you, all these things has happened. But I'm here to tell you, my mother is elderly. Okay. My stepfather is elderly, right? And no matter what these people have done, participated in, and I don't even know if, whatever some cousins have done and things like that, whatever it is, it's on you. If anybody has done anything, because I don't know. You might as well just leave those people alone, okay? I mean, are you going to come to the forefront and show me that they wanted to hurt me? Because at this point, that's what that should have been. At this point, or leave it alone. Come to the forefront, or leave it alone. Whatever it is, I didn't deserve any of it. My family didn't deserve it. Yeah. So admit your part. Admit what you did. Admit your willing part. Okay? Because there's one thing you'll never do. You may feel like you can, but a lot of times, God knows best. So if I was living somewhere else, and I was just doing just fine. It was look, this is the thing that tripped me out. Not nobody's crackhead, not nobody's this, not nobody's that, nothing. But you wanted to be so badly be in my life. Even if somebody made an offer for someone to do something, you could have said, I'm not doing that. I'm not, And then if anybody lied to you and said, we're just concerned, we're checking on it, just making up them lies. That's an easy one. She's fine. You're looking right at me. Oh, she's fine. Okay? I'm going to tell you women something. People believe in certain things and this and that, and they want you to be like this and want you to be like that, and they want you to be like this. But I'm going to tell you something. If I could wake up every day and, and God gives you the opportunity to get it right, okay? Get it right, live good, whatever it is for you, okay? I'm going to say, as I sit right here, right now, I'm going to tell you this. I am grateful, okay? Many people want certain things, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not crazy for any of it. I'm not crazy for it where I got to have it. I don't want to be mistreated, honey. I'm walking love. You know what I mean? Oh, I clap back. There's things, I'm human, I'm human. But I am definitely walking love. So that's what I would have to receive, okay? All right? I would have to receive that. I want to go ahead and dump this video. It seems like it take a very long time. Videos take, they're longer. They take a while to download, like hours. That's crazy, So what I want to say, as far as family, and anybody lying to you, no, baby, it's not their fault. It's your fault. Because if you went digging, did you go digging? Did they tell you was going to get cashed out? Think about it. How am I going to get cashed out? It's not my money. You get it? It's not my money. If someone says, I want you to harm someone, I mean, what the hell you doing wanting to harm somebody for? Tell somebody, let people know. Yeah, but for you taking it so personal, you were in the wrong place anyway, seems like. Like that's how I deal. You see how I think? What are you doing? That's why you try to do things on the up and up. Try to do it on the up and up. Okay? I'm just saying. Here it is. One more thing. Then if you're finding out a lot of people were just lying, okay, and you went with it, the first thing you should have done is figured in your mind, I would have caught it quick. If that person that they're lying on or they're talking about, actually don't deal with a lot of people, right? This person don't seem like they deal with a lot of people. I don't see them around a lot of people. They may be working and doing this and, with their kids and stuff, but I don't see them around. And you don't see them people in cliques, like you don't see me in cliques and stuff. Then you should never ran with that. You should have known it was something up with that. Because people count on people not to deal with certain people, okay? But I'm surprised. I'm still surprised because people that shouldn't be saying anything anywhere are very bold and totally out of order. Shouldn't be saying a thing. So that's why, if anything, it'll be shocking. It's especially you don't run with them, but they lying on you and they figure it'll never get back. If you only know the real truth, if you only knew the whole thing, you would be like, oh my goodness. You would be like, oh, you understand how strategic people are, because people know what they do. They know exactly what they do. They know what they're doing. Yeah, you may not know exactly what they're up to right away until some point. Yeah, people know what they're doing. They have a whole strategy. Yeah. This has been beautiful. This has been beautiful, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it. It said 3333. As soon as I said that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here, so that I can get on and upload this one and do another video. Okay? Yeah. All right. Thank you.